Well, according to HLTV, GODSENT the slight favourites, but not by a huge margin here. As we see Sinners burst right into this B-bomb site. The CTs, they have to fall right back to spawn. Taco, the USP in hand, but he can't seem to get much done as the smokes are posted. Oscar finds a headshot in mid, and all of a sudden this B site's open for business. Barton down to a single point of health. Not where you want to be at the start of this one, and I think GODSENT might have to take a step back from this, regroup, try to hit this one accompanied by the flashbang. This C4, though, is a little bit too far gone. They need to speed this one up, and there we go. Lato and Barton finding the two opening picks. Neofrag's only good for one back, but as Zedco deals a headshot, I think this bomb is just too far gone. There's no way that they can get back into this. Phelps left in a 1-on-2 as his teammate Taco's fallen, and he's tapping away, but just can't connect these shots, and it's all going to be over. Zedco deals the finishing blow. That's just HLTV matches. That's more than one every single day. I mean, that's absolutely crazy.
That is incredible. And yeah, we see that. What that means as well is it's a kind of double-edged sword. Yeah, basically, as we saw, it just tears through GODSENT. But the double-edged sword being that right now they are well versed. We brought in Oscar. Was Oscar joined the roster? There was a few questions when Oscar joined, going like, "Damn, what's Oscar doing here?" But now he's kind of elevated them to this insane level, and they've just been playing in everything. And as that time ticks on down, GODSENT, they have the impossible question, do they go for this? And it looks like they do, despite being, they are already one man up, and that bomb is sticking pretty low. Barton, that's a nice opening. Zedco taken down. Neofrag there to trade, but you need more than just a trade when you're a man down. And right now, the damage done to him is a substantial amount. Lasso onto Oscar, something makes this round very losable for Sinners. As the defuse comes through, not much Neofrag can do. He's going to have to hope for timing on this player defusing. He's actually sticking a 10-second defuse. He's able to get it, and GODSENT, they come out the gate with the first round of the Sinners. That is definitely a tough field to swallow. Now Dunmal will make his own way forward, trying to catch out an initial member. Can't quite do so as Oscar's there to shut down Lato, and that's an opening. But for now, they're 3-on-3, that bomb ticking on down. Oscar trying to keep these players back, but Barton onto Beast. The key means that Dunmal's going to be dueling Zedco. Zedco good for one, Oscar for the other. The defuse comes through nonetheless, though, and Taco, he provides GODSENT with a second now. 3-2 to Sinners, but GODSENT with the last repertoire of 2 rounds. Assaults backs away. That certainly makes this a very tough spot for GODSENT.
Every single round without fail, there's been a 1-for-1 early engagement and then like a 40-second reset. Now, Sinners are going to burst onto this B site. They had a lot of success with it in the pistol, and that was the catalyst to get those first 3 rounds going. Now they're going to try their hand with the rifles, but Phelps, he's able to find Zedco. There's no trade potential there. That's such a fantastic boost over the smoke. And Sinners now, once again, in a position where they've got the site, they've got the C4 down. There's the advantage there, but the man advantage isn't with them. But Oscar, what a flick to get it back. Finds another in the meantime. B-stick drops, but it's a 2-on-2. The advantage in Sinner's favor. But as Neofrag drops, it's all on Oscar. He needs 4 here to make this happen. Connects one more, but the bomb, it's not planted for him. He's dancing around this box. Needs to get the timing right. And now he has to use the AWP like a shotgun. And he does so beautifully. The no-scope onto Taco to make it 4 for Sinners. Didn't react to that third. Would have been insane if he found all 3. But the re-aggression here from the FAMAS, it does merit Taco the first. But Oscar swift to trade it onto 13 already. And with the man advantage, Sinners now have full reign of this A bomb site as soon as they can go back and retrieve that C4. Dummo finds one back in the meantime, but takes a lot of damage in the engagement. And Oscar over the top should be able to suss him out around the edges of this. Smoke absolutely does. Fires off the shot instantly, and he can fall right back with the man advantage, and the smoke's down.
Tell you what, Oscar is on fire right now. And if you're Barton, he moves forward. Zedco, very about the wrong man. Zedco's the one to finish the job. Sinners, they make it 6 now. God, this is his worst round. What's his best look like? Well, it's an early execution towards A. It's trades either way. 3-on-3. Little bit of damage done to Zedco, but that is kind of the attacker's disadvantage. For now, Lato, he's close, ready to cancel out a plant, and I think Zedco, more than wary of that, is going to try and negate it. For now, though, flashes go out. This should tease some aggression, and right now, Zedco ready for the aggression of Lato. They hear it go down. Oscar finds the first collapse. Stun Mao down, but doesn't quite kill him. So instead, Dunmount will trade on to Zedco. More flashes go out. Shock still trapped back sight. Will be able to finish off the first. Lasso now, 1v2, making his way forward. What good can he do here? Not much as Oscar sends him to an early grave. Oscar going 16-2 right now.
He sits behind this pillar. We'll have to take an engagement soon if Sinners do commit to go up the ramp. But Oscar Oh, they've all got their backs turned. I'm just waiting for one of them to turn
no.
around. Oh, no, this could be absolutely disastrous, and it is. Taco fires 3 for 2. Oscar swings, trades it. Never expected him to miss a shot like that, but now he's in a 1-on-4, and there's absolutely no chance for him. Phelps finishes him off, and they are going to retrieve that secondary sniper by the looks of things. No, they decide against it. Okay. Who's actually started to work his way back around. And this is going to be a hard execute. They have to hit their shots here, or GODSENT are going to lose this site.
Flashes go out, U2 goes down. It's a lot of damage done either way, and well, with that, Taco, he's good for 1. A shock taken down. Elsa beats the key from the flank. Look to finish the job on Taco, but Oscar, he's the one to nail at home. And despite Sinners being in an after-plant situation now, despite them, for the most part, being ahead, they're all on such a low amount of HP. Oscar, that's a flick and a half as Lato's taken down. Phelps will be able to trade onto Zenko. Damage done either way, though. It's negligible amounts as Barton finds the readjustment and the reflank elsewhere. Oscar misses another shot. Another smoke goes down off this bomb. Oscar misses to follow up. Flick and GODSENT. They make it 4.
Sinners have got to be careful right now because Oscar's doing so much of the heavy lifting that if he runs out of steam, that is a very, very scary prospect. They're not in the clear just yet. It's 9-4. They've got a substantial lead, but it's not enough to call it the win. And if Oscar starts missing his shots and he doesn't feel comfortable on that AWP any longer...
Suddenly, this looks a bit scary. 2-on-2 now, GODSENT on the retake. What good can they do here?
Yeah, this round has taken a big old turn. That Molotov is going to isolate Neofrag, and the flashbang, it's perfect as well. Zedko can't trade as he's wrapping back around, but as he goes for the peak, he only connects the body, and we will see another retake come through. Sinners have done a fantastic job of actually bringing that one back into contention and getting that bomb planted in a scenario like that.
It'll be interesting to see if they follow through the commitment straight into a stack, but with Zedko hitting shots like that, it might explain why they may consider going for this now. Again, these AWPs, they're going to try and pick out players from the sky, but Neofrag, he's got other things to say about it. He finds 2 quick kills of his own. Right now, Barton's going to look to flash Taco forward, but we're going to need to see some true heroics from Taco right now. It does not matter. Beast Key Fools. Trade not quite there. 4-on-2 now. GODSENT on yet another retake now. And while their retakes have been really, really strong this half, is it enough to try and beat Sinners here? Well, we see Zedko spotted out. There's the first. Taco to trade. Taco in a 1v3. And Oscar finishes the job. Sinners, they go 10-5 up on their T side of Vertigo. Oscar, he leads that charge going 20-5.
If they win it, it could be their ticket right back in. The CTs, though, a nice opening shot there from B-Stick. And it gives them a good advantage.
Phelps the lone man down towards the ramp to try and show some presence. It's Neofrag 5-1. Neofrag to double up now. He's going to look treble up onto Taco as well. He's going to continue his momentum down towards this position on A. It goes 3-on-2 right now as Taco continues to make his way forward. He'll try to catch out a member. He's shot from behind by some miracle. He's not killed at that, but he is able to retrieve the bomb. Being able to pick it up now, his teammate as well, down towards A, as Neofrag spots him out. He'll try to finish the job. Beats the key onto Taco, leaves it all on Phelps, and a 1v3. What good can he do here?
Probably not a whole lot with that C4 down, and he's whiffing his shots with the Glock as well. B-Stick will deal the headshot. And you know what, Kramer?
Let's not get so ambitious, Josh.
Fingers crossed. I think GODSENT are in Pinnacle as well, so this could happen.
That would be interesting, actually. That would be interesting. But now it's a kill from Taco. It's a trade from Beastie. And Oscar, he's on such a big flank towards these members of B. Is Barton ready for it? Yes, he is. Oscar taken down. And with that, we're going to see a perfect opportunity for Sinners here to try and hold firm. But nonetheless, it's a tough spot to be in.
I'm sure he's not going to repeat here into Barton. Does deploy that nade in case anyone gets overly aggressive. This is a nice little bait and switch, though. B-Stick on the other side. Lato seems to be aware of it. And B-Stick, he walks straight into the waiting crosshair. As soon as he peeks, he's going to fall. Neofrag nowhere to be seen. So they will only carry across 1 for mass, and they'll only strip away 1 AK.
For the most part, it is going to be just a bit of a lull. And for GODSENT, it's going to take a moment to set up for a take and potentially just hit with a good 30-40 seconds left. However, Sinners try their hand at aggression first. Phelps and Lasso both very low on HP. Shot good for 1. Is there a trade? Yes, there is. Shock doubles. He triples up at that before Barton gets the next say in the matter. And with Lasso on 2 HP, suddenly Sinners may have made a round out of nothing here.
It absolutely seems that way. I was literally about to call it. I was about to say, in this scenario, Shock with the M4 needs to go huge. He needs to be the playmaker and find at least 2 here, and instead...
Take a bit of a breather. Sinners, having already lost a member, it's down to ZCO to make up for that, and GODSENT are going to run straight into him. He spots out the first, there's a quick opening, he looks to double up, but the box saves him. Shock is mollied and finishes off the next man. ZCO continues fighting, Lasso there's trade, unfortunately it's before Phelps is taken down as well. Put it down to a 3-on-2, as Lasso makes his own way forward. Shock still surviving, still finding players. It's all on Dumal, the last man left standing in a 1v3. What goods can he do here? And with all to play for right now, he's taken down at the same time. GODSENT, their economy, it's shattered, it's ruined, and it's kicked into the dust. Now ZCO, this flank could be what makes or breaks this round, or this game even. GODSENT, they went for a force buy. It's a brave force, but the flank's there. ZCO good for 1. Bart's in there to trade before Oscar looks to cement a man advantage. Neofrag, his presence will continue to keep Sinners ahead as they now lead 3 men to 2. Neofrag getting aggressive. Hammers it home. It's all on Barton. 1-on-3. The nade, it's good for 1, but with an open AK to duel at range, what good can he do here? Shifts forward, finished by Shock. Sinners making 15 as they look to pull ahead and take the map.
Oh, they spotted him. Ooh. They heard him. There we go. Spins around. Tucker eliminates.
They've been flanked one too many times that they're able to retrieve an AK for it. So credit where credit's due, but there's still even an equal man count. And right now, Sinners, they're at the stage now of confidence where they are just going to slowly shift forward and take control. And for Phelps and his teammate, it's going to be a tough position to be in. They may have been timing terrifically there. Question is, does Lasso hear any of this? They make their way forward. Phelps makes his way back. He's caught out by Neofrag. There's the warning. Lasso, he now tries to make his own way forward, but even then, what good will it do? As Stacker's caught out by Beastie, that's the bomb falling. Now, AK in hand. Neofrag finds the next. It's a perfect 1-2. It's all on Dumal. 1 versus 3. What good can he do here? As Neofrag finishes the job, Sinners, they pull ahead. They make it 16-6 on this first map of Vertigo, forcing GODSENT down into an awful position and pulling themselves ahead.
Well, a nice early opening found there from Sinners. And considering they're starting off on this CT side, remember I mentioned before in the pregame through the vetoes, because it was GODSENT's pick, Sinners had the pick for the sides. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sinners had the pick for the sides, and they ended up on the CT side. So they're starting off on this defense. It does give them that advantage here on Inferno. Ooh. And as we see these nades deployed early, they've done so much damage. There's literally 55 seconds on the clock. GODSENT haven't been able to really do anything here or take any control. And Sinners, they're all over the place. They're pincering in from every angle, and they've got 2-man advantage.
Right now, ZCO, he's going to force his players into Wascup, who is more than happy to try and finish the job onto Dunmal. Luckily for GODSENT, they do still have 2 smokes, but the issue is with both players without armor, they're going to be really weak in going into this site. And, well, Barton, it's a nice shot onto Wascup, though. It's still on a 2-on-4. Smokes go down, the flashes will go out. They'll look to hold elsewhere. Aggression comes through from Banana. Shock spots out Taco, and he doesn't fight him. He backs away. There's 20 seconds left. Sinners, they know GODSENT have to go into them, and, well, they're going to lead this charge. Barton ready to go through this smoke. They're faced from side B. Those quite towards New Box. Neofrag onto the first. Neofrag onto the second. And Sinners onto their own first. GODSENT, they move to their next force buy. This is a really, really good start from these sides. And these bear in mind, of course, this is kind of like the opening of the Swiss stage, or of the kind of group play of kind of what is essentially the main Swiss stage. So
area if they give up too many rounds here. With this boost in play, lads, you will be able to find Neofrag. The spam through the smoke with the FAMAS, it does a lot of damage, but not much more than it. This is a very doable retake for Sinners, especially doing further damage through that smoke. Beastie, that's a bit cheeky. With the MP9s coming in from Banana, there's definitely potential that they can make this happen. The only full HP man is Lato. He's looking to try and take these early gunfights, but it looks like Sinners are taking a step back from this. I'm surprised that the MP9s aren't sticking around to do damage. They've got more than enough money to actually
For now, Oscar, he's going to try and catch out some of these members as he does go 3-on-3. Not too substantial just yet, and considering it goes down to just 2 members left apiece, means that they are able to kind of clue into where GODSENT are based on their utility usage, and now as they've flashed away for a retake, it's a perfect timing with the anti-flash from Phelps there. That was a really, really good adjustment there, and that has got to be stinging for Sinners now. That'll trigger the execution through the smoke lasso onto Zedco, and now for Neofrag, it's a sole defender in this site, and well, for God's sake, that was a beautiful defense of the aggression of Sinners there. Neofrag good for 1 before Doomau was able to trade. And with that, GODSENT, they pull ahead. They're going to make it 2 now.
But if you don't give up that early banana control and you do try and contest it early, absolutely, yeah. With this early engagement taken, bringing things into a 4-on-4, this is a very doable hold with the second man to support. The flash is going to come over the top. That's going to allow Beestick to go for a swing. It blinds him as well, though, so he can't commit to it, and he's going to be mowed down by the AK. Peeks that second early, and, well, it costs him his life. Neofrag's good for 1 before he falls, and it seems like Oscar and Shock are actually entertaining maybe going for this one. It really does fall onto Oscar's shoulders of whether he can find this opening pick, and if he can do so in the next few seconds, then maybe they go for this. If they can't, and they're still in a position where they can fall back. For now, though, GODSENT are playing this situation absolutely perfectly, not peeking whatsoever. Shock will be able to find 1, brings it into a 2-on-2, and there is 1 kit in hand. It's on Oscar, but as that time continues to tick, this one becomes more and more impossible. They are going to push in the final seconds, though. I'm not sure if there's time for it, but there certainly is if Shock's hitting headshots like that.
It's a perfect flash, but actually, only finding 1 is a bit messy there. Elsewhere, though, we see Oscar. He needs to clear both long and hold short simultaneously, and right now, this flank of Phelps is going to be everything. Shock, as great as his round's been so far, is it enough to hold both avenues at the same time? We're about to see as Oscar finds the first. Shock has made noise to try and keep their attention, though, as elsewhere, Oscar's good for a second trade. There's Shock to finish, and it all falls down to Phelps. A beautiful hold by both, well, by both Zedco, or by both Shock and Oscar there, my apologies, as we see the odd bit of util go down as it keeps his side at bay. GODSENT, they've got members moving forward into him, though, and right now, GODSENT, by being able to take the site, Sinners have got a really heavy stack to try and hold this. Zedco in a perfect position to catch anyone who jumps up. He lines them all, he members, he makes it 4 off the back of that. And out of nowhere, he strings it together, and he annihilates GODSENT there, who it falls down to Phelps. Oscar finishes the job at range.
Well, ooh, that does a lot of damage as well.
So who else does damage? Those Deagles, they have a nasty tendency to bite, and well, for Beastie Key's now trapped towards New Box. The flash from his teammate is good, but it's not perfect. Now in a 2-on-2, Zedco, he realizes that the bomb's in no man's land, and stands one of these brave members of GODSENT to try and retrieve it. That'll be Barton. He picks it up, makes his way forward, planting towards first oranges. As that goes down, flash goes out. This will tease a peek. Zedco good for 1, Zedco good for 2. So as they make it 7-3 now, as they look to establish what will be a convincing first half.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't put it past him. Shock in the pit. His position's known, of course, because he's deployed the smoke grenade. There's one coming up to his right, but that smoke's actually going to provide him the cover that he needs. There's surely no way that he anticipates this, though. But with his teammate coming through the smoke, Phelps, the trigger discipline, it's so perfect. He's able to fire 3 for 1, but Shock gets the trade. And with a man low HP, this is definitely doable. Shock deals further damage, and Neofrag, I think he's going to go for this one. On the other side of this smoke, knows that 2 are incredibly low on health. And as he finds the first headshot, the nade's going to go over the top. It's not going to deal the finishing blow. It's not the 4 HP man. I mean, it's the second round in a row as well that Oscar has been completely eliminated by what we in the UK would call a life shot.
Oh, elsewhere. Phelps good for 1. Oscar and Shock to exchange blows, though, towards mid. Doomau, he's flashed away from the aggression, but does he expect Oscar to be there as well? Right now, Oscar, he actually has the bomb at the ready. Shock, he'll be trying to catch out these players who try and push their way past him. The flash means that Doomau is expecting someone to push into him. And granted, yes, someone is pushing, but it's actually going to be Shock from long and Oscar from mid. They look to stack up together, and if they can catch out this initial member, it's all over, and they expect Doomau to be the one to try and cross from Apps right now. He swings forward, he wins the aim duel as Barton shuts down Shock, and once again, it's damn close, but GODSENT come out on top. As more flashes go down, here come the members.
This gets very dangerous as the Deagles come in to support. They're so deadly. Shock and Zedco, they tear it apart. And Beestick, he's put 1 down too. I mean, not the best of buys here from GODSENT, and if they can't make it work, then they're not actually going to have any money to work with. We don't see this loss bonus that we've seen previously for them. So this B site execute, oh, a lot falls onto it. A little bit of damage dealt through the smoke early on. The flank, it's already established, and Neofrag's fully aware of it. B-Stick ready to take some more fights, but can't connect for more than just the one, as Neofrag, oh my goodness, 2 headshots found, looking for the third. Hits the dink through the coffins twice, but can't do more than that. The nade doesn't finish off Lato, but it is going to be a retake, and a very winnable one at that for Sinners.
There's another nade as well, which could be due for Lato, and right now that was perfect by Neofrag there. It falls down to a 3-on-2. Barton ready for the aggression from CT. Zedco to lead this charge. Barton completely blind, forced down behind this pillar. So he looks to re-aggress, will be spotted out by Zedco, but it won't matter. Barton finds the initial kill. Elsewhere, the nade finishes off Barton, all on Lato. Shock to finish the job. A 2K from Shock there on the retake. And with that, it's going to be down to Sinners to make it 9. For now, that's a bit of an attack towards Apps from GODSENT, and it looks like they are just going to go for the burst here. Zedco on this angle towards Flowers. Actually going to be in a pretty good spot to hold it, along with Shock, as right now this sort of pinch, it looks to kind of destroy anyone in pits. This is the one time Sinners don't play pits. This is a beautiful read on their part. Beats the key, able to shut down any aggression coming out from mid as a standard. Sako now the lone man trying to fight, but Zedco just hasn't checked him. That's a bit awkward, but nonetheless, down towards pit where the real action's happening. Both these members are caught out and off guard. Taco doesn't even clear Zedco there. That's actually horrific. But Oscar now able to shut down Phelps, leaving all on Barton in a 1v5. What good can he hope to do here? Flashes go on out. Barton looking to hold. He's got Zedco to worry about for good reason. Zedco finishes the job. Sinners, they lead 10-5, and that was an I've not really read this. Do still only have 2 players on the defense, though, as the Soaks should shut out the member of Doom out, who will just flash his teammate out, allowing Lato to kind of play for the one-man army. The molly, though, keeps him at bay as Zedco finds the first. Lato tries to hold, but Shock finishes the job. Phelps through the smoke. Yes, he finds a kill, but it's hard to convert when the kill you found was through a smoke on an opponent you don't know the location of. As I said, Shock towards archers, or towards construction even, will spot out this initial member. Will try to hold firm for the time being. As they make their way forward, Neofrag onto another. He's dinked up Barton. He does just that. It's all on Taco. And a 1v4. What goods can he hope to do here? As he sagged on down, he's swarmed by Sinners. And as they make it 11, they look to give us a very, very one-sided series.
Absolutely. Yeah, the next round is their last chance of making something happen here, but we see a knife kill. That's actually pretty dangerous from Phelps. He didn't know whether there was going to be a secondary man towards the stairs or not. That's certainly going to cost him his life, but it gives him some extra money to work with in the next round, and, well, it was only the lurking man. It is going to be a hit towards B. Oscar finds a beautiful opening with that scout. So we will see Sinners take the round, but yeah, lovely knife kill. Actually gives Phelps the AK as well that he'll save and carry across into the next. And as you said before, the next round is absolutely GODSENT's last chance to make something happen here.
Yes, it's yes, they hold on to an AK. Yes, it's an advantage, but at what point can you no longer take silver linings, because Sinners have just on a whole other level? It's a bit of a lull, and as we take a moment to appreciate the lull. Neofrag good for one. Elsewhere, Oscar good for another. Barton, though he can trade, but what good does that trade matter? Actually, he doubles up. That puts it down to a 3-on-2 now. Around that is very winnable, but Neofrag, sorry, he's pressed all the way down towards Library. Doomow taken down, all on Lato, and in a 1v3. It's perhaps a question, do you save?
Absolutely. I mean, they are starting to accumulate a bit of a loss bonus here. They haven't won a single round yet on this CT side, so they will have the max cash bonus going into the next. This AWP is something they won't necessarily be able to afford unless they save it, and there we go. Dumbow will actually be able to buy one of his own, but it's all just a bit of a fake anyway. No one's going to rotate off of B, but it does keep the A players busy, keeps them on their toes. And at no real expense, as Zedco still on full health, going to work his way back towards Banana. They need his utility before they can go for the execute. The late smoke's going to slow things down. And with 30 seconds left, they can't afford to wait on the other side of it. Surely they flash through. They absolutely do. But Dumbow finds the nice opening pick. Another kill found. And this is a complete shutdown. Phelps with the swing from CT. And Sinners have been completely crushed.
Oscar in a 1v4. What good can he hope to do here? Josh looks like it'll be his turn to try and save now. Yes, he can shut down Phelps, and right now, GODSENT needs to be wary. You can't keep fighting Oscar because they do not have enough economy to do so. Right now, for every player they lose, that is going to be a reinvestment that they cannot afford. They have to just hold on. Luckily, though, it's not that. Well, it's not that substantial. And instead, we see GODSENT back away, but as also confines Doom out, Neofrag finds Latau, and suddenly GODSENT all the trouble that they were initially in. The smoke goes down, it gives them an opening, but to what extent is... For now, Barton finds Neofrag. Elsewhere, we see the odd bit of damage. It's nothing too substantial. As Phelps fires Beast to keep Baki on away. With that and a 3-on-3 now, suddenly, things look a bit more even.
Yeah, definitely huge potential here for GODSENT to find another. And there we go. Taco, big headshot found. Shock now knows his whereabouts and he's posted on the angle. Should be able to win this engagement. Absolutely does. Snappy headshot. 45 seconds on this clock and the A site, it's open. They can get on, get this plant down. It will be a retake here for GODSENT to pull off. One kit in hand, a single smoke grenade to work with. Nothing that's particularly useful in a scenario like this. Might go down towards Pit. That'll only isolate one angle, and no one's lingering there. Instead, it's Shock on the site. Oscar here to swing and support. Misses the shot, though. It puts Shock in a very tricky situation. But as Oscar connects, he's up close with the Deagle. Spams away too, but only gets Barton down to 6 points of health. It's not enough. GODSENT stay alive for a round longer. Well, just with these pistols in hand, it looks like they're going for the apps control and maybe something a little bit faster towards A once this initial utility's deployed. They don't want to just burst right in. They know that GODSENT have got cash and they will have those HEs and incendiaries that they will deploy as soon as they hear those fast footsteps. As these start to dissipate, though, the flashes come over the top. Barton's able to find the first, second headshot found, spamming away for the third. Instead, Oscar deals the headshot. Neofrag and Zedco find kills in unison. They've taken a lot of damage, but they've taken the bomb site with it, with the man advantage. Rifles retrieved and a flank that is absolutely miles away.
That might not be the case. Oscar spying out Doom though, will be able to shut down the first member. All the lasso with a 1v2 and with players around him. Yes, that kill on Oscar's good, but he might not even be able to retreat here. As Lasso, he's caught out by Neofrag. And tell you what, Josh, Sinner saying 15's scary. You want to know something scarier? Right now, GODSENT, they've got no money to work with whatsoever. I'll tell you what, as well. Actually, while we are on that note, do you think the fast players working for Sinner? Well, I think they seem to damn well think so, as they just bomb it up long there. As I was saying that, elsewhere towards mid, Oscar's able to find Phelps, and with that, GODSENT with true reason to fear. Barty good for one shot there to trade Taco. The lone defender of the safe site has to go huge right now. Good for Oscar, shutting out a flank, but with the plant already going down, that puts us down into a 3-on-3. What a witch. That's going to be very, very tough for this side to try and pull ahead from. Nonetheless, though, as smokes go out, GODSENT, they attempt to hold firm. Lasso cheesy a peek around the corner. Bit of damage done. Neofrag comes out on top. With that, Doomau will make his own way forward now in a 2-on-3.
It's all over. That's it.
There you have it. Beautiful game by Sinners there as they take the series 2-0 and they take Inferno 16-7. Tell you what that shows as well from Sinners. That shows